Rome, the eternal city forged in marble and might, the center of the known world for 1,000 years. But within its heart, a secret lay hidden in plain sight. A simple toy, a spinning sphere, representing a future they dared not dream of. This was an empire built upon the limits of muscle and sinew, a genius in stone, yet stagnant in its core source of power. Its vast reach was slow, its pulse at the mercy of sail and oar. Dazzling luxury masked a fragile foundation. But a few saw not a toy, but the future itself in that curl of steam. But what if that small toy could ignite a revolution? Change required a catalyst, a visionary with the courage to invest his wealth. The first test, a steam pump that defied the depths, proving its worth in iron and water. Soon, its power was turned to war, forging the legion's armor with the strength of 100 men. The workshop expanded, becoming the first fabrica, breathing the heavy smoke of a new era from its chimney. On the river Tiber, the first steamship left oared galleys in its wake. The rhythmic song of the piston was the sound of progress. Alongside roads of stone, veins of iron appeared, the Viae Ferrae, the new arteries of the empire. The first locomotive lurched forward, an undeniable force, eclipsing the power of the horse forever. In the Senate, the old world wrestled with the new. This was a struggle for the future itself. Finally, the decree was given. The power of steam was brought under the wing of the Roman eagle. The silhouette of Rome began to shift. It was no longer a city of just temples, but of industry. The monuments of the past were not just preserved, but enhanced by the power of the steam age. The railways bound the empire together as no road ever could. Distance itself was being conquered. Mass production transformed daily life, bringing new possibilities to the common citizen. A new class was born, the engineers and inventors, the machinators, the new architects of the world. The face of warfare was transformed, the testudo mechanica, an iron beast breathing steam and fire. Rome's ironclad navy ruled the waves uncontested. No power on earth could challenge them. As machines broke the chains of human toil, society itself began to shift at its very foundations. The barriers of nature were overcome. Even the mountains themselves bowed to the will of Rome. Information, carried by steam and pressure, could now cross the empire in moments. The homes of the wealthy became showcases of mechanical marvels, intricate clockwork beating with the pulse of the world. But progress cast a shadow, the soot of industry, the constant, unblinking eye of industry. Steam opened the door to understanding the mysterious force of electricity. The entire globe became a source of raw materials for Rome's insatiable industrial appetite. The empire conquered not just the land, but the sky. Dirigibles became their silent, soaring sentinels. A new eagle, forged of steam and steel, rose as the symbol of a seemingly eternal dominion. Centuries passed. Steam gave way to the atom, but the soul of Rome endured in a digital silence. The beating heart of the city became its power source, a tamed star in the shell of the old world. Travel was instantaneous, carried out in silent pods flowing through the veins of the city. Through the Bibliotheca Globalis, all of human knowledge was at the fingertips of the Senate. The emperor's guards were no longer just men, but titans of atomic power. Feats of mega engineering joined continents, turning the world into a single Roman province. Above, the eternal vigil watched from orbit, guarding its perfectly ordered world. Humanity's oldest enemy, hunger, was finally defeated. Knowledge was no longer learned, but simply uploaded into the mind, the ultimate synthesis of man and machine. Even the harshest climates on Earth were tamed by the technological will of Rome. The language of logic, Latin, became the spirit in the machine. There was a single global culture, rich, powerful, but dangerously uniform. The Pax Romana was global, but this peace was kept under the watch of an all-seeing eye. The silence was chilling. The legions of Rome were no longer of flesh and blood, but of logic and steel. Humanity began to play God, commanding the seasons and the storms. The will of Rome was no longer bound to Earth. The conquest of Mars had begun. Even art evolved, fusing the classical forms with energy and motion. In their history, there were no dark ages, only a continuous, relentless ascent. Their story was no longer written on Earth, but among the stars. This was a civilization of order, power, and unending progress. Two worlds, two timelines. One is ours, the other is the world Rome built. The stark contrast is undeniable. Their world achieved monumental success, but perhaps it sacrificed a piece of its humanity along the way. Ours is a world of chaotic, beautiful freedom. Our progress is born from conflict. In their archives, our story is just a footnote. Democracy, a failed experiment. This is the final comparison. Yet even in their perfect order, the human spirit seeks to write its own story. Two different skylines, one a testament to diversity, the other to a majestic, unwavering unity. One is orderly, powerful, but perhaps without a soul. The other is chaotic, but free. And so the question remains, is progress born from order or from chaos?